Hi everyone, I wanted to go ahead and bring you guys a fall inspired makeup look. If you're interested in this look, please stay tuned. Alright, so we're going to jump right into it. I'm starting off with my Fit Me Foundation in the shade 365 Nutmeg. I'm taking my Real Techniques flat foundation brush and I'm using that to apply the foundation all over my face. Now, once I'm done applying the foundation everywhere it needs to be, I'm going to take my beauty blender and I am going to go ahead and blend that foundation in. Now, when I blend my foundation, I like to use a beauty blender as well as a brush, and you guys will see that in a moment. Now, I do have a few discolorations or a few dark marks on my cheek, so I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit more of that foundation so I can make sure that I have a full coverage look. Now I'm taking my Real Techniques foundation brush and I'm just blending that foundation out. Now, I apologize if you guys see those lines on my forehead. That came from my scarf. I had it tied way too tight. So excuse those lines. So once I'm done with applying the foundation, I'm going to be taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toffee. And I'm going to be applying that underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and also at the top of my lip. Once the concealer is on, I'm going to take another beauty blender, which is a dry beauty blender, it's not wet, and I'm just going to blend that toffee out. Now, when I'm doing my concealer, I do it the way I basically do my foundation. I use the beauty blender first, and then I take my foundation brush and then blend it out some more. You guys may know from my previous videos that I'm always trying to achieve a natural look when it comes to like my foundation and my highlight. So this technique tends to work for me when I use the beauty blender as well as a brush and just blend it all in together. So once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and take the LA Girl concealer and I'm going to apply it to my eyelids. And I'm using this as a primer for my eyeshadow because a lot of times women of color, when we try to apply eyeshadow on our lids, sometimes it doesn't come out as pigmented or as bright as we may want it to because our lids are brown. So if you apply a concealer, it makes it easier for the color to pop and shine. Now I'm going to be using my Nubian 2 palette, and I'm going to be using the color Jezebel, which is one of my favorite colors in this palette. It's a very pretty deep wine color. And I'm just using a brush. I'm not sure where I got this brush from, but I'm just using this brush to go ahead and blend that eyeshadow onto my lids. And I'm just going to go ahead and dip into the palette again, and then I'm going to repeat the same step on the other eye. And I'm just blending it in, making sure that it is the way I want it to be. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to take the same eyeshadow and I'm going to apply it to my bottom eyelid area. Now guys, I am just so pissed right now because this is my 4th time recording this voiceover. I don't know what's going on with iMovie, but it keeps cutting off on me. So hopefully it works. So now I'm grabbing my CoverGirl single eyeshadow palette, and this is in the color Romance. It's a very pretty subtle pink color. I feel like it's really good for fall because it's not too bright, but it's not too dark, and it really goes well with the Jezebel eyeshadow. So I'm applying that to my lid as well as the inner corner of my eye. And I'm just making sure that it is appearing the way I want it to. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back into the Nubian 2 palette. But this time I'm going to be using Kenya. And Kenya is this really pretty dark brown color. And I'm just using that to blend both of the Jezebel and the Romance shadows together. And it's kind of smoking it out on the outside corners and just giving it a really nice fall vibe. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take Romance again. And this time I'm going to apply her underneath my eyelid. Now I'm taking my black Opal finishing powder in light, and I'm going to be applying that to where I applied the highlight or the concealer, and I'm just going to apply that on the same exact areas. And then once I apply it, I'm going to sweep it right off. I do not bake. The purpose of baking is for your highlight to appear brighter. And like I said before, you know, I like my foundation, my makeup looks to look pretty natural. So I don't feel that baking is the right fit for me. I like to apply it and then I like to sweep it right off. So once I'm done with, you know, sweeping it off and it looks the way I want it to look, I'm going to go ahead and pick up my black Opal finishing powder, but this time in the color Dark. And this is the powder that I use all over my face. I'm just gonna grab my powder brush and begin to apply that on. I really love these powders because A, they're inexpensive, B, they are really easy to get, and C, they really work. I have oily skin and these powders really help my makeup last longer. So now I'm going to be using another CoverGirl single palette, and that's like this really pretty gold shimmery color. I don't remember the name of it. I've had it for a very long time, as you guys can see. I like to use it as a highlight versus purchasing a highlight. I feel like eyeshadows can be just as good as a highlight. So I just like to use that. I've been doing it for a really long time. So once I'm done with applying that highlight, I'm going to go ahead and grab my lipstick. And I'm just removing the shea butter that I had on my lips. And the lipstick that I'll be using today is by Revlon. And it's pretty old. I've had it for a really long time, but I really think it's a beautiful lipstick. And it's in the color 663 Bava Violet. And I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. I'm not using a lip liner. or a lip pencil to line my lips, which is a bit weird for me because I always use a lip pencil. But I felt that it wasn't really necessary with this lipstick, so that's why I didn't do it. Guys, so this is the final makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure that you like it, as well as don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you can be notified every time I do upload a video. Now, if you're wondering why my arm is up in the air, I'm holding my phone because my tripod just broke on me. So once again, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I appreciate your support, and please make sure that you guys subscribe because I want you guys to be notified of the next video. Thank you so much. Be blessed.